familiar sight, the flow of traffic cutting through downtown Los Angeles. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Paul George.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
And we have a minute to catch up with our reporter. What do you have for us, Allie?
BA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard CJ McCollum said, quote, "A lot of players are inquiring about it. I've grown closer to the non-fungible tokens, trying to figure out what moments I should buy." Guys, he's a believer.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. A bit of a rivalry matchup in this one, Clark. You think we'll see any chippy play because of it?
You know, BA, I don't think they'll go looking to start something in this game. But you know what? I don't think they'll avoid it if things go south either. So buckle up.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Murray and White in the backcourt. Thaddeus Young out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris, the power forward, with Ibaka patrolling the paint. And it's man in at the three.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
And the Clippers with the ball. Up top, Jackson, defended by Murray. And Young with the block. Out of bounds, it'll be the Clippers' ball.
LA basketball.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And here's Jackson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And it's blocked. They recover it. Here's man. Goes up with it again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That's Ibaka defending. First quarter of play, a minute in.
Remaining in the first.
It's wide right, hits off the rim.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and he drops it in from the low post.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Jackson. The rebound by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Ibaka, following the bucket by the Spurs. To the inside, and the jam by Ibaka.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Mr. Fundamentals. Pass to Jackson. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Misses in close. The Clippers have gone 2 of 8 shooting the ball. Guarded by Young. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. San Antonio leading. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
And Thaddeus Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for your Clippers. Ivica Zubac, Nicholas Batum, Luke Kennard.
15 seconds left now in the first quarter. George outside. Kicks it out to Bledsoe. And again, it's the Clippers missing. From deep. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs out in front, leading by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
The Clippers trail. Ivica Zubac's out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Eric Bledsoe. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Tries a 10-footer, and he hits the jumper. And the Spurs with possession here. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, you can just see Young there, keeping his head up and staying aware of that play to get the assist. That's keeping your eyes on the game in front of you.
Now here's Kennard. On the wing, Bledsoe. Zubac against Murray. Here's Bledsoe. Young with the defensive effort. And you talk to anyone about White, Grant, they'll tell you he's best when he's being assertive.
I totally agree. I mean, White can be caught standing around when he's not involved. You want him initiating and pick and roll, and he makes pretty good decisions. Now, he may never be a star, but he's going to give you solid minutes. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Back to Kennard. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Kennard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the paint. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Driving to the basket.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
.105 left in the first half. And he banks in the layup.
You can't allow Bledsoe that kind of position. I mean, he's extremely effective in the paint.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Bledsoe with the double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Spurs with possession here. From 13. And he can't bank that one in.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Kennard outside. Inside. Here's Zubac. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And it's in there. He's got 18.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's San Antonio leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Penny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Checking out the Spurs. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Great work on the glass offense. They're hustling and showing more desire than boxing out. That's what they have to do. That's the recipe for success.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers.
Hard to feel happy when your opponent is shooting over 60%. You don't have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we've got an incredible amount of young talent in the league right now, Clark. Some who could go down as all-time greats when it's all said and done.
I can't disagree with that, B.A. Clearly outstanding talent, but this is cyclical. We've had periods like this before where there have been great young talents that have come into the league and taken it by storm. You talk about Antetokounmpo and Doncic and Zion Williamson, and there are tons of others, Devin Booker and the like. A lot of guys seem destined for Springfield, even in their early 20s, if they maintain their level of play for the next several years.
And so in the game for the Spurs, Murray and White in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Thaddeus Young. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5. And the jam by Ibaka.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 22.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Jackson.
2 minutes.
Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts. You know, last year against the Warriors, Murray had a 20-10-8 line. This is a guy who can do a lot of different things for you. First Spur to do that since Tim Duncan in 2000 posted 20-10-8 line. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Jackson finds some space. Gets it to go from the corner. Jackson's got 5 now. Here's Murray. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And yet, despite his production, Murray still flies a little under the radar, Clark.
Well, some of that is he's still relatively young in his career. He only played 1 year of college ball, B.A., and it also has to do with his consistency. He's a bit streaky as a shooter, and sometimes when the shot isn't there, he starts pressing a bit at both ends of the floor.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Ooh, a 2-handed power slam.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Puts up the 8-footer. Deflected. Back come the Spurs in transition. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
George drives in. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And so the San Antonio Spurs, they have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. It's Batum at the power forward with Zubats at center. Eric Bledsoe is out there with Luke Kennard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
San Antonio leading. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. From the right block. Good work there as it goes. He's got 32 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Guarded by Young. The 11-footer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Young's got 4 rebounds in the game. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in.
Paul George.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
Okay, thanks, Allie. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe outside. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Spurs. George, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back. looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Spurs.
Their shot blocking was a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, I love the excellent defense in the paint. It led to a lot of key stops.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And with the win tonight, they'll continue their relative dominance in this season series, taking 2 in a row with 1 game left to play against Los Angeles.
Here's Bledsoe. The Spurs making their last shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for LA, Marcus Morris Sr. At the line for 2.
Two shot.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. 55 seconds left in the game. On the take, Mr. Fundamentals.
Foul.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Batum is checked in for the Clippers. Good on both. 46 seconds left in the final quarter. Defended by Murray. It's Winslow on the wing. Off target with the 3. Stripped away. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's the teardrop. Chalk up 2 there.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hartenstein. That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. So it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.